Welcome back, coin lovers. Today, we're diving deep into the heart of American history, where ordinary copper pennies can turn into extraordinary fortunes. You might think these old wheat pennies are just pocket change, but what if I told you the 1935, 1945, and 1951 wheat pennies could be worth millions in today's market? These tiny treasures have shocked collectors, transformed lives, and proven that even a single cent can rewrite destiny. So sit back, don't blink, because by the end of this video, you'll see why these humble coins might just make you a millionaire overnight. Let's begin this hunt for hidden fortune. The first up, in the heart of America's Great Depression, when hope was scarce and every penny truly mattered, a small copper coin was born, the 1935 Lincoln wheat penny. This humble 1-cent piece carried more than value. It carried the soul of a struggling nation trying to stand tall again. Minted in the midst of hardship, it became a symbol of faith and resilience, a reminder that even in the darkest times, the smallest things can hold the greatest power. Yet, beneath its ordinary copper glow, the 1935 wheat penny hides a story that few could imagine, a story of unimaginable wealth and life-changing fortune waiting to be discovered in the palm of your hand. The 1935 wheat penny is part of the legendary Lincoln series, a design first introduced in 1909 to honor America's beloved president. On its front stands a noble face of Abraham Lincoln, a man whose courage defined a nation. On the back, two simple wheat stalks, representing growth, prosperity, and unity. But while millions of these coins were minted across Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco, only a tiny fraction possessed the perfection, rarity, or hidden minting errors that make collectors' hearts race. Those few rare survivors, untouched by time, are now valued at hundreds of thousands, even millions of dollars in today's passionate collector's market. What makes this particular penny from 1935 so extraordinary is not only its age, but its connection to history. America was just beginning to heal from economic collapse, and every coin that left the mint symbolized endurance and renewal. Each 1935 wheat penny that slipped to the hands of an American carried a silent message that no matter how hard life became, the nation would rise again. This deep historical emotion has made the coin a favorite among collectors. It's not just a piece of metal. It's a fragment of American spirit preserved forever in copper. Hidden among the many ordinary 1935 pennies of miracles, coins that were accidentally struck with double dies, off-center imprints, or unusually sharp proofs never meant for circulation. A few were struck with misaligned dies that caused Lincoln's image, or the lettering to appear doubled. Others were pressed with greater pressure, giving them a mirror-like shine that reflects light like gold. These minting anomalies, combined with untouched condition, can catapult the value of a single penny from 1 cent to millions of dollars in the hands of the right collector. These are not just errors. They are masterpieces of chance. Imagine finding one of these rare 1935 wheat pennies, sitting quietly in an old box, a jar of coins, or hidden away in a forgotten drawer. That single coin, overlooked for decades, could hold the power to change your destiny overnight. Many collectors who stumble upon them describe the same feeling, disbelief, excitement, and gratitude, realizing that the smallest coin in their collection turned out to be the most valuable treasure of their lifetime. It's a reminder that fortune often hides where we least expect it. The condition of the 1935 wheat penny is what determines its true worth. A flawless coin with no scratches, sharp rims, and bright luster can fetch a fortune. Grading services classify such coins as mint state, MS 65 to MS 70, and in those upper grades, the prices skyrocket. Add even a minor mint error, like a double die or a unique coloration from a rare metal mix, and you might have a coin worth hundreds of thousands, even millions of dollars. The difference between a regular penny and a rare gem can be as small as a faint line or a shadow of doubling invisible to the naked eye. Over the decades, stories have surfaced of collectors selling pristine 1935 wheat pennies for jaw-dropping prices at auction. Some fetch well over $100,000, and a few unique specimens, with rare errors or near-perfect grades, have been privately valued in the million-dollar range. What drives these prices is more than rarity. It's emotion. Collectors aren't just buying coins. They're buying history, legacy, and the pride of owning something that connects them to the American journey through struggle and triumph. But the emotional worth of the 1935 wheat penny goes far beyond the marketplace. It carries nostalgia, the memory of when money had weight, when every penny earned was hard-fought and deeply valued. Holding this coin is like touching a heartbeat from 90 years ago, a reminder of simpler times when families stretched every cent to survive. That sense of connection, of holding history in your hand, gives the 1935 penny a special place in the hearts of collectors around the world. It's not just copper, it's courage cast in metal. So before you spend that old penny lying in your change jar, take a moment to look closely. Check the date, 1935, and feel the weight of history in your palm. Because if your coin happens to be one of those rare, flawless, or error-struck pieces, you might just be holding $1 million treasure. Don't let it slip away for a single cent. This humble wheat penny has the power to transform ordinary people into millionaires overnight. It's proof that the smallest coin in your pocket can hold the biggest secret of your lifetime, a secret that could change your fortune forever. The second up. In the golden era after the storm of World War II, when America was rebuilding dreams and families were finding hope again, a small copper coin rolled out of the Denver Mint, the 1953 D Lincoln wheat penny. At first glance, it was nothing special, just another 1-cent coin meant to pass quickly from hand to hand. But beneath that simple copper shell, history was being stamped into metal. Today, this very penny has become a symbol of unimaginable fortune. For collectors across the world, the 1953 D wheat penny stands as a silent guardian of value, a coin that could turn an ordinary person into a millionaire overnight, if they're lucky enough to hold the right one. The 1953 D wheat penny carries a familiar, comforting face of Abraham Lincoln, whose presence on American currency represents honor, unity, and courage. On its reverse, 2 wheat stalks curve inward, representing growth and prosperity, symbols deeply rooted in post-war optimism. Minted in Denver, this coin was produced with precision and pride, but only a few of them were struck so perfectly that their shine, texture, and alignment made them different from the rest. These rare survivors are now considered priceless. Their immaculate surfaces, untouched edges, and vivid mint red luster have turned them into legends in the world of coin collecting. What makes this coin truly fascinating is not just its appearance, but the era it represents. The year 1953 was a time when America was transitioning, industries booming, families growing, and hope running high after years of struggle. Every coin from that period tells a story of workers earning every penny, children collecting change for candy, and families saving coins in jars for a better tomorrow. That's why the 1953 D wheat penny isn't just metal, it's a piece of a nation's heartbeat, sealed forever in copper. Owning one isn't just about value, it's about holding a living memory of the American dream. Now, here's where the magic lies. Among the millions of pennies minted that year, a few 1953 D wheat pennies were struck with extraordinary minting errors, the kind that drive collectors wild. Some were struck off-center, creating misaligned portraits that make each one unique. Others have doubled dies, where Lincoln's profile or the lettering appears slightly duplicated. There are even stories of coins struck on the wrong metal planchets, giving them unusual color and texture. And then, of course, there are those in mint state perfection, glowing with brilliance and preserved as if they were struck yesterday. These are the ones worth millions in today's market. Imagine finding such a coin, hidden in an old cigar box, a forgotten jar, or handed down from a grandparent who never knew its true worth. That small, copper-colored penny could hold the power to change your life forever. Many people have underestimated these old wheat pennies, spending them without knowing they were part of history worth a fortune. The 1953 D, when found in flawless condition, has been valued by collectors at breathtaking sums, because perfection in coins this old is nearly impossible. Time spares very few, and those it does become treasures beyond imagination. Condition is everything in the world of rare coins. A 1953 D wheat penny with crisp details, clean surfaces, and no signs where it could easily fall into mint state, MS 65 or higher category, a level that makes collectors and investors pay massive amounts. Add a unique minting error or an unusual tone from decades of preservation, and the price soars. There have been stories of coins from this very year selling for hundreds of thousands to over $1 million, simply because they carried the perfect combination of rarity, condition, and historical charm. For those who understand its value, this isn't just a penny. It's a miracle. But beyond the numbers and the money, the 1953 D-Wheat penny holds something deeper: emotion. It reminds us of a time when America was hopeful, hardworking, and proud. The people who once held these pennies in their hands could never have imagined that decades later, collectors would chase them like hidden treasure. Each scratch, each mark tells a story. A child's pocket, a worker's pay, a mother's savings jar. These coins connect us to real lives, real struggles, and real dreams. That connection is what makes this penny so powerful. It's not just a collectible. It's a bridge between generations. Even today, collectors are on the hunt for that perfect 1953 D-Wheat penny, the one coin that defies time. It's become one of the most talked about wheat pennies in the collector community because of its unexpected potential. Some have turned up in coin rolls, others in dusty attics. Each discovery sparking stories of overnight fortune. Auction houses have seen bidders compete fiercely for well-preserved examples, each driven by the dream that one tiny coin could unlock wealth beyond imagination. And the truth is, it can. These coins have proven that luck, history, and patience can come together to create pure magic. So before you overlook that small, copper coin lying forgotten in a drawer, take a moment to truly see it. Look for the 1953 D mark. Study its surface, and imagine the hand it has passed through. Because if you're lucky enough to hold one of the rarest, perfectly preserved, or error-struck wheat pennies from that year, you might be holding $1 million piece of American history. Don't spend it at face value. Don't underestimate its worth. The 1953 D-Wheat penny proves one of life's greatest truths, that sometimes the smallest things hold the biggest fortunes. And maybe, just maybe, your destiny lies in that single cent. The third up, there are moments in life when something small, something ordinary, hides a secret so powerful that it can change your destiny forever. The 1951 Lincoln wheat penny is one of those secrets. At first glance, it's just a simple copper coin, a 1-cent piece that most people have seen, spent, or ignored. But hidden in its aging shine lies a story of unimaginable value, a treasure that could make you a millionaire overnight if fate has placed one of these rare pieces in your hands. It's not just a coin. It's a doorway to fortune, a piece of American legacy that refuses to fade with time. Struck at a time when the United States was still rebuilding its spirit after the Second World War, the 1951 wheat penny carries more than just copper and metal. It carries emotion, pride, and resilience. The nation was standing tall again, and every penny symbolized hope, industry, and progress. On one side, Abraham Lincoln's calm gaze reminds us of leadership and unity. On the other, 2 wheat stalks bow gracefully, representing the hard-working farmers who fed a growing nation. But among the millions minted, only a few were destined to become rare treasures worth millions today, the kind that collectors whisper about and dream of finding. The 1951 wheat penny was minted in Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco, but it's the Denver mint coins, marked with small D beneath the date, that often hide the rarest characteristics. Some of these coins left the presses with striking minting errors, doubled dies, misaligned edges, or even planchets that weren't pure copper. These small variations, invisible to the average eye, created coins of immense rarity. And it's those differences, those flaws of perfection, that have turned a simple penny into a multi-million-dollar masterpiece in today's market. Think about this. A coin meant to be worth just 1 cent can hold the value of a luxury mansion today. How is that possible? Because time, rarity, and condition work together like magic. The 1951 wheat penny in mint state condition, preserved without scratches or wear, shines with a brilliance that collectors crave. Its reddish tone glows like warm sunlight trapped in metal, a reminder of America's golden years. A perfectly preserved piece with unique minting traits can fetch values in the hundreds of thousands, even millions, depending on its perfection and demand. Imagine opening an old box in your grandparents' attic, a tin filled with forgotten coins from another century. You pick one up, rub away the dust, and see the faint 1951 D glimmering beneath the light. What if that single coin, sitting unnoticed for decades, holds the power to transform your life overnight. This is not fantasy. This is a reality of rare coin collecting. There have been real stories of people discovering wheat pennies worth unimaginable sums. The 1951 penny, in pristine condition, can rival the value of a diamond, not because of its material, but because of its timeless story and extreme scarcity. Every collector knows condition is king. The difference between a coin worth $1 and one worth 1,000,000 lies in its preservation. Coins that have never seen circulation, coins that have slept silently in vaults or albums, carry the mark of destiny. The 1951 wheat penny, when preserved in mint state 67 or higher, can demand astronomical prices. Its mirror-like shine, sharp edges, and clear strike separated from the rest. Combine that with a rare mint error, and you're looking at coin so valuable that it can redefine your understanding of wealth itself. But the story of the 1951 wheat penny isn't just about money. It's about history and heritage. Each of these coins is a piece of living memory, a symbol of American resilience during the 1950s. The farmers, the soldiers, the dreamers, all held the same penny in their hands. That connection between people and metal gives it an emotional value beyond measure. When collectors hold it today, they aren't just holding a coin. They're holding the heartbeat of an era. That's what makes a 1951 wheat penny truly priceless. It's a story frozen in copper, a legacy that refuses to die. In the modern market, these coins have become legends among collectors. Auction houses have witnessed fierce bidding wars over high-grade examples, sometimes driving the prices to levels that shock even seasoned investors. The 1951 D wheat penny, in perfect condition or with unique minting variations, has been described by experts as a once-in-a-lifetime find. Each discovery reminds people that great fortune doesn't always come in gold or diamonds. Sometimes it hides in the smallest corners of your home, in the quiet way of a penny that's been waiting decades to reveal its secret. So the next time you see a worn copper coin, don't just toss it aside. Look closer, because if you find the 1951 wheat penny in exceptional condition, or one struck with that elusive minting flaw, you might just be holding $1,000,000 key to your future. Don't sell it cheap. Don't spend it at face value, because this little coin carries power. It has changed lives before, and it could change yours too. Remember, in a world chasing big things, sometimes it's the smallest treasures that hold the greatest fortune, and that fortune might be lying quietly in the palm of your hand right now.